Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my digital planning setup for 2024. This is always such an exciting part of the year when you're getting started to plan for the next year, starting fresh. And that's why I got some new planners here. So I will have the links in the description if you want to go get any of these planners for yourself. We're going to be covering a planner, and then we're also going to be covering a reading journal because that's just something that I really love to do. So yeah, that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. I really hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. The main app that I use for digital planning is GoodNotes, so let's go in there. And in here you will see these are the two digital planners that I'm going to be covering that I'm going to be using in 2024. So the first one is a digital planner. This is the Portrait Monday Start digital planner from this creator, and then the other one is her reading journal. So it's from Paper and Roses. I will have her website linked in the description if you want to get these for yourself. I just like how minimal they are. They're not too complicated, and they have everything that I want in a digital planner. So this digital planner here is for monthly planning and some daily planning as well. For long-term planning, I mostly use Notion. This is my Notion setup for this year. This is just a sneak peek because I have a template coming next week with a full tour of my Notion setup, so stay tuned for that. But just to give you a sneak peek, my Notion is more for long-term planning, and this is kind of the layout that I have. But this is more for daily planning, and then obviously we have the book tracker, which I'm also going to be using this year. So going to the next page, we have our title page here, which just says my planner, and then you have the index of everything that's in the planner. So my favorite thing about these planners is just the monthly planning and weekly planning. That's probably what I'm going to use it most for. So first off, we have here a year at a glance. So you can just see your entire year, and everything is hyperlinked, so you can jump to a specific month from here as well. Going back to the calendar here, we can also go into quarterly planning, which is this one here. So this is what that looks like. You can just see the 3 months of that quarter, and you can plan out there. So that is the most overview that you get of the year. Then for yearly planning, you also just get a yearly vision board, which I really like, and I'm excited to fill that out. So you can just make like a mood board on whatever you use, Pinterest, whatever, and add that in here. And then you also just have goal setting pages here. So these are more templates that you can use. These are not stuck to a specific month or anything. These are just templates to use whenever you want. So you have goal setting, and then you can define your goal, define your why, and then action steps to achieve that goal. And then we just have some other templates like a reset day, a clear list. We have a reflection, and then we're back to the quarterly planning. So like I said, my favorite part is the yearly planning and going into each month. So this is what the monthly layout looks like. So you have your calendar here at the top, which you can fill in with any events that month. And then you also just have these sections here at the bottom. So you have goals, and then you have what's going on this month. So you can just fill that out. And then you also here have this little block with inspiration, which I usually just fill with images and things that I really like, that inspire me. So I like to have that here. It's just a really fun way, and it's not too busy. There's not too much going on. I like how it's just very straight to the point and exactly what I need. Then here next to the goal section, you will see you have 4 little icons here which can go to different planning for that monthly goals. So we have here first one, January goals. You can go into each goal, write in the action steps and how far you're progressing with those goals. Then the next icon here is your vision board, which you can fill out. I'm excited to do this for January, it's just really nice that you have a dedicated page for that in each month. Then you have your habit tracker. So this is just a really cute diagram which you can fill out with color. At the end of the month, it's going to look really cool, and you can see exactly the habits you tracked. You can also set some goals here, and again an inspiration board if you want some inspiration for your habits. And then lastly, we have here the January budget, where you can just go ahead and fill out all your expenses, your income, saving, what your debts are, and all that, and you can calculate all of that. So you have all of that here within each monthly setup. You have these pages that you can fill out for that month, and then you get into your weekly planning. So this is what the weekly planning looks like. I want to show you an example of what this looks like filled out. So this creator actually has freebie planners which you can try out if you want to just test out and see if the planner is going to work for you. I've been using that for a while until the 2024 planners launched. So this is what it looks like. This is the monthly setup for the freebie, and then you can just fill that out. And then this is an example of what a week filled out looks like. As you can see, we have a must get done section. We have weekly habits, which you can track right here. And then you have a to-do list here with just a running to-do list for that week. And then you can fill out each day of the week some tasks that you're planning to do on which day. So this is not too intense of a planning because you can only fit so many tasks in this little box here. I think for even more intense planning, you can go into the daily spreads. But yeah, this is basically what that would look like if you fill it out. Again, running to-dos, filling out each day, and then your habit trackers and all that. And then at the top you have the inspiration of the week, which I again love, just to add a little flair to each week and kind of what your inspirations are or intentions are for that week. Again, we have hyperlinks here. Everything is hyperlinked, so you can jump to different pages, but here at the top you have other things for each week. So you will see these three little icons here at the top. So the first one here is going into the hourly planning for that week. So you can go ahead and be a bit more detailed with how each day will look like. Maybe you have certain classes within a week that you can just fill out here exactly what time what starts and ends. Then next up, what we have here is the meals and movement planner. So here you can plan out which meals you're having and what workouts you're planning to do maybe for each day of the week. And you can also fill out like a grocery list for that week, which is all here as well. And then the last section here is weekly reflection. So you can basically just reflect on the week, what went well, what didn't go well, and all that kind of stuff and what you're grateful for. So each week has all of that as well. And then to go back to your week, you just tap on the day here at the top and it will take you back to your weekly planning. You can also jump into daily planning here. So I'm just going to tap on that. And this is what the daily setup looks like. So again, you have a running to-do list here of things you want to get done that day. You have your highest value tasks that you have for that day. Again, we have a must get done section, so things that are prioritized that cannot be done on a different day. You have affirmations and what you're grateful for. And then you have a timeline here that you can fill out exactly when you're planning on getting things done on that day. And again, we have a little inspiration section here at the bottom. Here's an example of what a day planned out could look like in that planner. Again, we have all the to-dos here and then your inspiration section here at the bottom. So I really like how minimal it is. I don't like spending too much time planning. I like to just write down what I want to do and get started. So I just really like the layout of this and it's very minimal. Now going back to our index here, you can see you have here a list of all the months that you can jump to, as well as those 4 sections that we covered, which is the goal setting and the budgeting and all that for that month. And then here are the templates that we previously covered, which has the reflections and goal setting templates and all that. And then you just have here some extra tabs that you can fill out. There are 20 of these and 10 of them are linked here that you can quickly go to. As you can see here, it says subject 10. Going back to the index, if I go to 10, it's again going to be at subject 10. So you can go ahead and reach the first 10 anywhere from anywhere in your planner. You can jump to one of these pages. The other 10 are just accessible from this index here, but these you can just use for any type of note taking. You also have some other templates that you can use for this. So you have blank, you have lined paper, you have grid paper, and then you have dotted paper. So those are also just nice to have. I don't find myself using those types of things in planners all that much. Usually I just do the planning, but those are nice to have here if you are wanting to do some other journaling or note taking or things like that within your planner. You can do that here. So that's all for the planner for to-dos and all that kind of stuff. Now let's get into the reading journal, which I'm actually the most excited about. I heard she was coming out with a reading journal. I was just so excited. So this is the index. So this I think actually has more going on than the digital planner. It has a lot more templates to it. So first off, I just want to show you like the monthly planning within this. You can go ahead and write out your TBR for that specific month and the kind of the vibes that you're going for that month. And then you also have a calendar view here at the top that you can go ahead and fill out when you read what, maybe if you want to track exactly the dates that you read a book. You can just fill all those out here. And what I like is also it's undated for like the year, so you can reuse this template every year. This is just a really nice reading journal template. So that is how you can track your reading for each month if that's something that you want to do. You can also do like a yearly overview where you go over the year and plan out things for each month, and you can go to goals or your reading goals for that year. You can do like a yearly reflection, maybe for 2023, you can write down your top books, your top chapters and quotes and all that. And then you can also go ahead and cover some habits if you want to do that as well. So if you're not someone who likes productivity planners maybe, and you just want a reading journal where you can also plan, I think this could actually work for you. You don't even need to have another planner for this. But that is how you go about like the planning. Then you just have your library here, which I'm going to go to. And here you can just add in all the books, so the covers of the books. And these are hyperlinked, so you can go into each one and write out like a whole review for that book, which I think is really nice. So you have the title, author, genre, pages and all that. You can also give a summary and also the book review, so your thoughts on that book. You can also write here on these lines the name of each book, and you have here a little tab at the bottom to go to each page individually for your library. So you have 20 pages of just books that you can track. So that is 240 books, which can last you a long time. Especially I'm not the fastest reader, so this is gonna last me quite a while. And then you also have here a series tracker, which you can go to track any series and write reviews for a series. I'm not gonna go through all the templates, there are so many, but some other really helpful ones are here. You have a TBR tracker that you can go ahead and just fill out all the books that you want. You also have a books reviews folder where you can go ahead and just fill out books reviews and at a glance. So this is just the title and the rating, so it's not going into depth about every single book. This is just the overview of that. You can also go here to book mood board and fill out a mood board for a specific book if you want to. It has like a DNF table where you can write any books that you didn't finish and why. You can also make some book notes, so maybe a specific book you have more that you want to write down about it. You can also fill that out here in this template. And then she just included some challenges and some lists that you can fill out however you want. So for instance, she has like a book a month challenge where you can fill out for each month what book you read in that month, if that's kind of the goal that you have. Or maybe you're more ambitious and you want to read 50 books this year. This you can also fill out as like a challenge for yourself to see how far you are with that. And then this list builder here is really nice if you want to make a list for anything. So for instance, she just has here illustrated a list, and you can write down exactly what it is this list is. Maybe it's your top fantasy, your top by genre. She has different lists of that you can just use templates of. And then she also has some recommendation tables here where you can recommend different books and why you recommend those books. Maybe like books you recommend for someone who likes thrillers or things like that. She just has so many tables that you can fill out yourself for exactly what you need it for. And then lastly, she just has these extra tabs, which you can also reach here, which is just blank, which you can again fill out anything in. I think this is going to be really helpful for these list builders and things like that. So that is the reading journal that I'm going to be using this year. I think it's such a fun take on a reading journal, and I'm really excited to just be starting it and just writing things out in here. Let me know if you would like to see me like fill these out in my monthly plan with me's, and if you would like to see like the reading part of that as well. So that is my digital planner setup for 2024. I really hope you did enjoy this video. Let me know if you're gonna get any of these planners for yourself. Again, link in the description if you're interested in getting these. This year really has been such a blessing, and I've had so much fun getting to know you guys more, building a community. I just want to say thank you so much for all your support throughout this year. It's been overwhelming, so thank you so much. I really hope you have an amazing New Year's, and yeah, I just really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much, and I will see you in 2024. Bye.